Do you feel safe while walking around Prague? Do you know if the city that you live in is considered safe? Well, we're here to inform you today that Prague is in fact a safe city overall, except when it comes to corruption and robberies. Although the level of crime in Prague is low, statistically shown at 28%, the problem of corruption and bribery is very high at 61%. This shows the evident problem in Prague is regarding locals, usually targeting tourists such as Americans. Like in most European cities, you must be careful while walking around in touristy places such as the Charles Bridge or on the trams, but in Prague, it goes beyond that.
A woman walked into the apartment and it was about 7:30 in the morning. We had come home from a trip on the Sunday and we walked in and realized all our clothes were thrown and there was trash all over the room. And we realized we had been broken into. Someone knocked a little hole in our door and was able to open our front door to our apartment. They stole 3 people's items, including clothes, shoes, laptops, and other watches and a few other items. We feel that we're kind of in a dangerous neighborhood. We've had a few times where people had come into our apartment to do drugs, homeless people, in the stairwell, in the main stairwell, which is a little concerning, but like I said, inside of the apartment we do feel pretty safe.
Students constantly live in fear of something happening to their apartment, even though the Prague police appears like they have the situation taken care of.
The situation of my apartment getting robbed could have been avoided, but I feel like it could happen to anyone. I feel like CA was very helpful at the time of the incident. They came at the most ridiculous hour of the night and they translated for the police. I thought the police were decently helpful, but they took a while to get to our house and they didn't really communicate with us afterwards, but I guess if there was anything found, they would have told the CEA though.
The robberies that we had this spring have been the first 2 robberies we had in the last probably 4 or 5 years that we have a record and history of. They are not very common and we were very surprised that happened basically on the same week. It was a coincidence. We were in contact with the police. We checked that the security measures of the apartment, that the locks are okay, and we contact the landlords also to see if they had any problems in the same apartments previously, so we know if the robbers were targeting the apartments or not. What we did this semester, we implemented the security guards to do rounds, so everybody felt more comfortable. That was one of the measures. And then what else we do? We make sure the students at the orientation know how to lock the doors. That's very important. And because as we feel that the students have some responsibility. We have safety, health and safety is one of the top priorities of CEA, and we do a lot behind the scenes that maybe the students don't know that when they arrive, or it's not explain everything that is happening, but we do 1,000% of what we can to ensure the safety and the health of our students.
Next day, the main people involved in CA here, the director and another woman had came to the police station with us, helped us file the report for a couple hours and translate everything, and they were really helpful. They ended up installing 2 more locks on our door, so now we have 3 in total, so we do feel safe inside of the apartment. And they also hired security guards to walk around the apartment at night, so we do feel a little safer.
The police may try and intervene, but they are not always able to respond in a way that seems appropriate in certain situations. Well, there you have it. Prague may appear to be safe on the outside, but with more careful consideration, you can see that tourists who are living here may not be in the safest spot, and police may not be doing their job as well as they could be.